Look what we had born this week. Bella had 12 piglets. And not to be outdone, Brownie had some as well. That one there must be the runt. It's tiny. There are 14 live piglets right here. And 2, I think, were born dead. So she had a total of 16. That is crazy. Now, I don't think all of these are probably gonna make it, especially that little runt. He's pretty feeble looking. Because she usually always kills a few, but that's an impressive amount of pigs. And Ginger's tucked back there in the back, looking like she might be delivering pretty soon as well. Well, it has been a wild ride the last week and a half. We have been under serious attack. We had the steer I told you about last video. He, he was getting out. So I decided, instead of butchering him, we can't butcher him right now. We're just gonna sell him and get some money out of him. Put him in the corral. He got out that night, jumped out, and got himself hung up on a cow panel and ripped his chest open. Didn't think he was gonna make it there for a few days, but I think he's actually gonna be okay. He's doing a lot better. It is healing, and he's getting stronger because he was pretty weak there for a few days. Couldn't hardly walk. But he's staying with the rest of the cows out there now with a little bit of a limp, but doing a lot better. So I'm thankful for that. Last Saturday, we just got the little boar hog, our replacement boar, and put him in here, got everything set up, got a cinder block. It was a full cinder block. Put the bucket on top. Didn't have a lid, but we've never had lids on them before, but didn't think much of it. And we came home from church on Sunday. The boar was head first in the bucket of water, dead. So we had him a full 24 hours, and that was about it. He was dead. So disappointed on that. I ended up breaking the block in half, so he couldn't stand on it to get up. And we put a lid on the bucket, and ended up finding another one somehow. About an hour and a half south of here, somebody had some for sale. So chicken's eating his food, but we got another little boar. He's a cutie, and the kids have named him Harry. So that's, Lord willing, going to be a replacement boar. And also on Saturday, after I just finished filming, when Jonathan went to get the cinder block to put underneath here, I have some IBC totes out there with firewood in them, and I have a piece of roofing metal over the top of it to protect it from the rain. And my cinder blocks are out there by that. So Jonathan went to get a cinder block with a side-by-side and picked it up off the ground, was walking with it, had a ball cap on, had his head down, wasn't paying attention, ended up walking right into that piece of tin. Sliced his face open really good. So what was crazy is I was working in the barn, and I heard Hudson was with him. He hollered up here to me. So I look, and then he's like, never mind. Well, they end up being out there a few more minutes, driving up here, opening the gate, closing the gate. Jonathan drives up here, and I'm like, what were you guys doing out there? And he's like, we were getting a cinder block. He's like, I think I need to go to the house. So he's holding his face. Well, then I look, and he's bleeding. Moves his hand, it's a nasty open gash, big gash, and it's just dripping blood. And I'm like, man, scoot over. So I got in the side-by-side. We zoom up to the house real quick, and yeah, it was not a good deal. Right where he just ran through the barbed wire fence, not 2 months ago. I'm just like, buddy, you gotta go off the face, man. So we cleaned it up and took him to the emergency room in Gainesville. And thankfully he didn't get any nerves or any of the deep muscle tissue, and it didn't go through into his mouth. But he ended up with 11 stitches in there. So it was like, Lord, I need help. The devil done took up residence here. He needs to go. It's been a challenge. It's been a crazy week, but thankfully he's doing good. Cow's doing good. We've got another pig. We've got new babies being born. So it's a new day. And now it's time to get into Independence Day gear. We've got the 4th, fixing to shoot off a bunch of fireworks, have a big celebration. It's 250 years of our country. How cool is that? So we've been very, very busy getting ready for that, and I'll show you what we got going on here in the barn. You'll have to excuse the mess, but we've been working on a parade float for our church, and we just painted the deck last night. I got to finish right underneath the sign there. I just stuck some flowers in, trying to figure out what we're going to do here. But that's for the 4th of July parade in our town. So got a bunch of the floral sheeting in blue we're going to put around the base here. Got some garland. We're going to do the same thing at the top of it, I think. Of course, we got some flags. This is not staying. I just stuck this here, trying to get length, because we're going to do a big long white, like a white robe on the cross. And I needed to get a length, so we're going to be about 2 foot longer than that for the robe. So I think we've got like a table runner for that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, good old Hobby Lobby. It's a table runner, so we're going to use that to be the robe. So, and we'll probably have some chairs up here for people to sit on. I was going to do like a planter box around the cross, but it kind of makes the cross look a little bit too short. So I think we're going to leave that, but this has been a project. Of course, we've got all these fireworks that we glued last week, and these are fixing to get screwed down to pallets. That way I can move them out with the tractor and get them all set up and ready to shoot. First things first. Gotta get flag hung. There we go. I look forward to this moment every year. Just as pretty as ever. Wind got my light over here. I need to straighten that up a little bit. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you. We're gonna go ahead and get all of our pallets laid out here in the shade and start screwing down the firework boards to them. Oh, you're good. Nope, it's good.
Right there?
Yep. Thank you. Now there's no anything fancy to what I'm doing here. I'm basically going to take 3 screws and screw it down to this pallet, and this just holds it onto the pallet, and the goal being this won't bounce off the pallet with the shooting of the fireworks. So, and that's it. Now I can pick the whole pallet up just like that. and it's safe and secure, and nothing's gonna bounce around and fall off of here or tip sideways. If you've ever had fireworks tip over on you, then you'll understand why I'm going to all this extra work. Because like now, them ain't going anywhere. They're solid, glued down with liquid nail, screwed down to a pallet so I can move them with the tractor. It's a lot of prep work, but when it comes to actually shooting them off, getting them in the field and shooting them off, it's totally safe and easy to do. Also, I will say, electronically firing these is the way to go. For several years, well, my whole life, up until whatever it was, a year or two ago, when I got the electronic system, I've always hand lit. So I would hand light, wait and hand light, you know, depending on the script that I had. And I had some fused together, but there have been many a time that a lot of these things will blow up on the ground. They don't always shoot up and blow up where they're supposed to. Sometimes they will blow up right here on the ground, and that's when things get exciting. So I'm trying to stay safe. I have a backup hand light if I need to, but as a general rule, I can stay a couple hundred feet away, and helps me enjoy the show too, because otherwise you're looking straight up above you. You have constant embers and stuff raining down on you, and you know, even though you're wearing ear protection, eye protection, it's not the same. So Pyro Boom sells a fantastic electronic system. They do not sponsor me. It's just they're a Christian company, and they sell a lot of good stuff, including like the tubes for shooting the mortars. But that electronic firing system that they have is very, very affordable and easy to use, man. So I think for like 99 bucks, you can get this right here. And it's got 3 modules, and it comes with the remote. Now, I don't use this remote because I have the bigger system that I bought, but you can use this. It fires all the way 1 through 12, and that's all you need. And you hook the igniters up into the module, turn it on. It's got the little antenna that pops up, and good range on this thing. And you just hook the igniter up to the fuse and fire them whenever you want. And to me, 100 bucks is worth not losing an eye or getting burned and having to go to the hospital. It's definitely worth it. And when it comes to the big mortar shells, these things, fusing them together like this, so you don't have to come and light them each individually, is also the way to go. And you can get this fuse whatever time that you want. I want to think this is like 20-second fuse that I used on this. Now, it won't be quite 20 seconds between shots because this burns pretty quick, and then it goes to here, and then it'll burn pretty quick, so it'll jump. But you know, over here on my finale shells, you know, this is a fast fuse here. This is like, I think 3 second per foot. So basically, this is going to go off within a couple of seconds. And then this is instant fuse. So this is what ignites it, and it shoots over to all 3 sections and lights them at one time. And I did not have enough tubes this year to do in all my racks, so I just took these individual tubes that come with the fireworks and just screwed them to a 2x6 with a 2x4 leg on each end for stability. So now that's not going to fall over. I don't have to worry about getting shot with those. Time to do some yard art. See if I can figure out about where center is. About right there. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do for this year. Got some stars. Got our normal flag star. And then we got the 250, since this is a special year. Now my 2 got jacked up. It's a weird looking 2, but that's what happens when you freehand stuff. It'll work. Well, we pretty much got everything set up out here. I'm just wiring in the igniters. Went ahead and set up early today because there wasn't really a chance of rain, and it was looking pretty good. Go figure, that has changed, and that's coming this direction. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. It's thundering and rumbling pretty good. But I do have some plastic and some tarps, so worst comes to worst, we'll bunch this all up and get it covered. But for now, I'm going to continue on getting these igniters hooked up. It's unbelievably hot out here today, but we're almost done. Now I'm doing double igniters on these this year because last year I had a couple that misfired. And it's kind of a redundancy system, so I'm not having to run out here and hand light this stuff while everything's blowing up around me. That's what I'm trying to get away from for safety purposes. Good deal. Well, we are 1 hour from showtime. The wind has stopped, so the gnats have showed up, but all of the rain clouds have dissipated around us, thank the Lord. So for the first time in about 4 years, it looks like we're going to be able to shoot without having to worry about rain, which is a huge blessing. We got everything wired up. We got some 5-gallon buckets out here next to the modules. We'll cover those modules as soon as we turn them on, and that will protect them from the burning embers that are falling down. But look at that. That's a beautiful sky. All right, let's get everything turned on. T-minus 15 minutes. So make sure when you turn them on, you got 4 good green lights, bud. I got good green there.
And put the bucket over.
Gently put the bucket over, yep. Sounds like we got the band all tuned up, ready to go. Alrighty, we are 3 minutes away from starting the music.
Are you gonna send it up with
It's going to be 27 minutes 47 seconds. So I got my timer set to the same, and I'll start those the same time. Got my little light here. And
It's right here.
that's my script.
So all you have to do is push buttons?
That's pretty much it. And hope they work.
Safer?
Yes, much safer.
You aren't.
that actually went pretty good. We had a couple of igniters that did not ignite still, and I don't know why. Some of them ended up delaying and going off a little bit later, but all in all, it wasn't bad. We ended up having, I think, 6 or 7 cakes that didn't even fire, and there were really no gaps in the show, so that worked out really, really good. So I'm not going to try to clean this up tonight. It's pretty late, but I'm going to go ahead and get these sprayed because we got a few that have started on fire already. We already got the good ones off. I just want to wet these down real good so they don't catch fire tonight. That's pretty wild. Look right there. There's some fireworks of their own. There's a rocket going up. Probably a SpaceX rocket. One of those Falcons. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's staging. We're fixing the stage anyway. Boom, here it went. Staged. That's cool. Very cool. Gotta stop for that kind of thing. Oop, don't need to wet those. Those are my cans. So this Celtic Thunder, that rascal right there, it was a hard hitter. It was good. Very happy with that one. Well, it is late. It was a great show. Hope y'all had a fantastic 4th. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.